Hello and welcome back. It's Friday at 8:30, so that must mean that it's time for more Final Fantasy II. I will probably never get tired of that, even though anyone watching this probably already has long since tired of me doing the 2 thing, but that's okay. Final Fantasy II, you can see it on the screen, clearly says 2. So that's what we're playing today. And we're going to get started here. We have a lot to do today, and quite frankly, I am not sure how much we're actually going to be able to get through because, well, this next part of the game is quite long. There's a lot going on. So first things first, you can see the difference in the save files here. This is the one when we were on top of the mountain last week, and you see Cecil there on the end in his dark armor. And here you can clearly see him in very different armor. So the big major news last week is that Cecil went from being a Dark Knight to being a Paladin, which is a warrior of light, meaning that he can now use the weapons of light instead of the weapons of darkness. And we had a whole discussion about why that's important and what that means, and what it really means to be a Paladin. We talked about being a Paladin being a practical thing. It doesn't matter what you're called. It honestly, nothing about it matters except your ability to now use the weapons of light to then defeat evil. That is the sole purpose. It is a practical thing. So that was a really interesting discussion. If you missed it, go back and check it out. I highlight all these videos on Twitch and turn them into Let's Plays so that they'll be around forever. So just getting comfortable here. I have stopped uploading the Let's Plays to YouTube because every time I did, YouTube would give me some kind of really weird copyright ID thing for the music. I didn't know that, the boss battle music, for example, was monetized in Liechtenstein. Yeah. Not Japan, not by Uematsu Nobuo, but the country of Liechtenstein. The song is apparently monetized, and so YouTube wouldn't let me show the video without putting ads in front of it. So I decided enough was enough with that. We're going to abandon YouTube as far as the Let's Plays go. Those will be on Twitch exclusively because Twitch, while they also have a content ID policy, it is not as aggressively stupid as YouTube's. YouTube is obviously going to still be the ultimate platform that I go to once I start making actual videos. But again, the idea right now is for me to play the game so I can actually get my own footage, and then I will be able to make videos honestly, pretty much once I've completed this game, I can start making videos and streaming at the same time. The idea is there are things that happen in the beginning of this game that are very important to the end of this game, and every character pretty much has an arc, a character arc, which is really important to their development and to a story being interesting at all. We've just seen most of Cecil's major arc where he becomes a Paladin and renounces the Dark Sword. Paladin Porum, spoiler alert, they have a character arc moment coming up in the very near future. They've already had a bit of one where one was a brat, pretty much from the beginning, and the other was like the responsible child. And we saw them kind of come to terms, and not come to terms, but kind of snap out of that two-dimensional figureness on top of Mount Ordeals, where Paladin Porum wanted to talk to Cecil, but Tellah kind of interrupted and they left. The moment had passed. But they're working on their own character arc, which is interesting. But there are so many things like that won't be resolved until later in the game. So I am looking forward to getting through this so that once we are at that point, I can start making the videos that I really want to start making. But we'll get there eventually. So, without further ado, here we are, our crew for the day. And let's see, so last time we descended Mount Ordeals. Cecil is fully clad in his Paladin armor with the Legend sword, which again, we're going to want to hold on to that for later. You'll see why. And we've got our 2 child wizards, Palom and Porum, and we've got Tellah the Sage. Alright, so we made our way back to Mysidia by riding a chocobo, because I didn't feel like walking, and we'd already been over time on last week's video, so we are now entering the village for the first time as a paladin. Let's see what the people say to us now. You sure became a paladin! So, remember, as I crack open this Coke here, that when we first came to this village, everyone was super hostile. And now this guy, you can read this in one of 2 ways, right? You can read it in English, where it sounds really underwhelmed. Where it's just like, yep, you sure became a paladin. The other way to read it is, if you think about it in the what they were going for in the translation from the Japanese, like, you absolutely became a paladin. Like, you did this unthinkable thing. That's amazing. Pardon? Okay. The Serpent Road was named because it drains much stamina from travelers. I'm not certain about that. I think it was so named because it is a twisting road, but okay. Never forget the spirit of the paladin. Thank you. Thank you very much. This is the Serpent Road leading to Baron. It is now sealed to prevent the further Baronian raids. So some of these people have said the same things in the past, but most of them are kind of, we're going to say shocked to see, oh, look, wow, this is the paladin? What a surprise! Again, you can read this in a really sarcastic way, and it's really funny. Wow, this is the paladin? What a surprise. No, but we're not going to read it that way. We're going to read it as it was intended, that people are surprised that Cecil was able to do this thing, because again, they only know him as the commander of the Red Wings, who came to their town and, you know, tore things up and stole their crystal of water. Wow, you noble looking. What? So many weird... How dazzling, this is the paladin. What, a true paladin? That's right, guys. Oh, you really did. So much lost in translation here. I know the gentleman who gets a lot of flack for Final Fantasy VI's translation. I think his name is Ted Woolsey. I actually quite liked his translation in that game. I don't know if he's the same guy who translated this game. If he did translate this game, I wonder if he was really trying to stay closer to the literal Japanese translation, and I wonder why. I wonder if it was just so early in, you know, the life of games like these that he didn't really know like where he should skew, and so he skewed more towards literal. But yeah, I never really noticed this many little grammatical errors and weird diction and things. This doesn't mean that I've forgiven you. That's important. So this is, I think, the only character that comes out and says it. These are not... These are supposed to be real people, right? We see them in the game and we know they're fictional. But in the game world, right, they're meant to be real people. And this guy here, I think, really shows that. And that he says, oh, you became a paladin. How great for you. This does not mean that I've forgiven you for what you did. And I think that's really important. Because when you do something bad in real life, in the real world, people don't have to forgive you. Like, you could be a changed person. And you can apologize up and down to them that you are a changed person, that you're very sorry for what you've done. And that's great. That's great if you can do that. The other person on the other end of that is not obliged to forgive you in any way. So you've come to terms with yourself and your actions, fine. But that doesn't entitle you to forgiveness from other people. And that's really important. I can see that you're also in great pain. Let me wish for you now. Again, this goes back to Nintendo and America's really weird obsession with basically censoring out any religious connotations whatsoever. So perhaps the better word here would be pray. Let me pray for you now, which, thoughts and prayers, right? But no, this is like a genuine sentiment here. But let me wish for you now. It's a strange saying, but I almost kind of like it in this setting because this is not our world. This is a different world, and maybe that's okay. Different cultures. House of Wishes. Oh, you really became. Here you are. Man, unbelievable! What about? I felt guilty, but I had them spy on you. But it turned out that there was no need for it. This is the reason why we accompanied you. I'm sorry I didn't tell you. I do understand. You did the right thing. I deserve it. And again, this is part of that redemption arc for Cecil, and that he knows, again, that he did wrong, and he's accepting the consequences. He understands that people don't trust him, and he understands why, and he's okay with that. But you've overcome your past and become the Paladin. That sword? I received it on Mount Ordeals. The inscription upon this sword is exactly the same as the Mysidian legend. Legend? Cutscene? Of a sort? One to be born from a dragon, hoisting the light and the dark, arises high up in the sky to the still land, veiling the moon with the light of eternity. It brings another promise to Mother Earth with a bounty and mercy. The light called me son. What is that light? I do not know what it is, nor do I know what the legend means. But we Mysidians, from generation to generation, are told to wish for this legend, and to believe in the one with the sacred light. Now I am sure that you are the one. Now we must get rid of Golbez in a hurry. Oh, Tellah, it's been a while. We have met him on the Mount Ordeals. Shoddy translation. This old man knows the legendary Mysidia. What? Is the world in such a dire crisis as to unseal Mysidia? It seems so. I'll avenge Anna with my Mysidia. Avenge? You mean Golbez took my daughter's life. I will make him pay for what you've done. Oh, wait. I will make him pay for it with Mysidia. Do not fight with vengeance, Tellah. Moreover, you are in no condition to use Mysidia. Even if the price is my life, I can't forgive Golbez. I thought you'd say so. You haven't changed. You too. But Cecil has become a paladin. If you join forces... We must go back to Baron and get the airship to fight Golbez on equal terms. Very well. I open the Serpent Road. Go to Baron. I will confine myself in the Tower of Wishes and wish for you all. Paladin Cecil. Palam, Porum, you have completed your duty. It's not over yet. You told us to help him. Please allow us to go with him. The Mount Ordeals accepted you and returned you alive. Thus, this may be your destiny. Here's the goofball music. Cecil, Tellah, please look after these two children. But you know what we can do, don't you? Right. I do know what he can do. He can set things on fire. Everything. He can set everything on fire. Never worry, I am with you. Okay, I'm counting on you all. What could go wrong? What could go wrong? Thanks, old man. Calm down and let's go. Actually, I say that in jest, and you'll see why later on. But these two obviously can take care of themselves, and while they are children, they have the means to survive in this greater, more dangerous world. Now go to Baron through the Serpent Road to the right of this town. We will be wishing for not only you, but for all those living on this earth. Very well. So, to the right of this town. It's just in the town, and it's actually to his left. Anyway, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We will trust you. Your light was so dim, but now it's dazzling. I'm shiny. So here's the crystal room that we saw at the beginning of the game. Behind it is a door. And up here, this is the Tower of Wishes he was talking about. Our elder has been wishing in this tower ever since. We wish too, for the sake of all those who live. The destiny is within your hands. The only thing I can do is to wish for all of you. Palom and Porum, behave yourselves and help Cecil. Alright, so we are on our way. I just want to do a quick check at the weapon and armor stores, make sure that we have the equipment that we need before we set out for Baron. Let me just take quick stock of what we've got here. Gaia, Silver, and Cure. That's right, she's got the Cure staff. I just remembered that, and I think last time, I'm pretty sure that most of the enemies we fought were undead, so I probably wasn't inadvertently healing any of them. That would be really dumb. Okay, we're good there. And we're good there. Sorry, did I check Tellah? He's got the leather helmet and an iron ring. You know, let's upgrade him. Get him one of these and one of these. There we go. Okay, now we're in better shape. Now we are off to the Serpent Road. After we save. Saving is very important. Alright, so this is the Serpent Road. Notice that the guard is no longer there. One thing I want to check real quick. Yeah, there's that person who like knocked us out or turned us into a pig or something at the inn and then hopped away, but I guess there's no way through there for us. Okay, so here's the Serpent Road. There's Baron. And here we are. Across the sea, just like that, in a magic teleporter. Hey guys, I'm back! No one's gonna recognize him. The king is giving us such a hard time. He was never like this before. A karate man was invited to lead the guardsmen there at the inn. A karate man. I love that term that they use for Yang in this game. What is wrong with the king? He has changed. Sid was arrested for acting against him. So this is interesting, right? We show up, and what was probably a really slow process over the course of years of Baron kind of descending into this, maybe not years, but at least months of Baron descending into this state where the king is not himself. It seems to have rapidly accelerated during the time that we were gone. Because now even just random townspeople are saying things like, man, what is going on with our king? This is Sid's daughter here. Cecil? So you are alive. My father hasn't come home for a long time. So interesting that random townsmen know that he's been arrested, but she was never informed. I like how he has kind of his own house up there. It's kind of set apart. Nice place. Because he is the chief engineer for the Kingdom of Baron. Let's see what this kid says. Hey, yo, come here. I miss that Dark Knight. I kind of liked him. See, again, going back to my point where the Dark Knights are not bad people. They're just, it's just what they're called. For whatever reason, they can use weapons of evil, but they are not themselves necessarily evil people. Isn't that nice? You have a hypothesis, play the game, and it turns out that your hypothesis is looking more and more correct. What do you have to say? That sounds important. Let's try that. So a door, the west part of, locked. We'll see about that. So someone said Yang was at the inn and that he's now the leader of the guards or something. Let's go see what that's all about. My dad says we have few customers these days because the soldiers are hanging around. Also not a good sign. Well, there's Yang. Hey, buddy. And he's hanging out with some guards. Let's see what happens. Oh, we don't have to talk to him right away. Interesting. Bring me refreshments. Who are you? Bring me refreshments. Who are you? Soldiers from the Castle Baron are acting terrible in here. I heard that Sid is imprisoned in the castle for hiding the latest airship. Good on you, Sid. Alright, let's deal with these ruffians. Let's talk to our old friend Yang here. I'm sure he'll be able to straighten everything out. Yang! It's me, Cecil. I became a Paladin. No one knows what that is, man. Get him! What could go wrong? So thankfully, Yang isn't taking part in this fight, or we might have a real problem on our hands. What? That's not good. Heal, I don't think fixes that either. Let's... Maybe it does. Let's try it. Heal, by the way, a super expensive spell in this game. Oh, nice. Apparently his ability to use magic is not affected by his stature. Kind of like those tiny mages that we saw around the Mount Ordeals area. Yang, it's me! I know that! I don't think you do, man. Oh, we do have to fight Yang. And he's called Karate. Alright, Palom, set him on fire. He's tiny. I don't know if we have the size. That's it. Okay, we're gonna wait and see if this works, and if it doesn't, we'll size on him to bring him back. It did work. Okay, great. There, heal him. Hopefully that gets off really quick. Yep. We are in good shape. Yeah, heal costs 20, which is double the price of a cure 2. That's really expensive. I'm telling you, set everything on fire. Alright, Tellah. Hit him with the big fire. And he's still standing. Wow. I thought for sure that was going to do it. There we go. All right. Knocked him out, apparently. Cecil, Leviathan attacked us, and I don't remember what happened after that. It seems you are being utilized by the Baron while you're amnesiac. Let's see if we can correct this a little bit. It seems you are being used by the Kingdom of Baron while you have amnesia. I think that's better. I am sorry. Thank you, Yang. I accept your apology. Where's Rydia and Edward? Rydia was swallowed by Leviathan. I don't know what happened to Edward. I see. So Rydia eaten by the giant fish monster Leviathan. Edward the Bard, unknown. Where am I? We are in Baron. Soldiers will hear us. Let's talk over there. There, over there. Hey, Yang, he's back in the party. So, slight case of amnesia, apparent mind control, and everything's back to normal. Mind control obviously plays a huge part in this game, and we're going to talk more and more about that as it becomes a more and more overt thing. Beating the guards? That's great! Stay at my inn, it's free! These guys always looked like, I don't know, like sailors to me. Who is this gentleman? Yang, so polite. Tellah, the sage, Edward's father. It's not Edward's father. Yang, I don't think. Let me think for a minute here. I don't think he'd know who Anna was, because Yang, Tellah left right after that. Edward may have mentioned something, but like I understand what they're going for here, like father-in-law, like especially in olden times, right? Olden times, like if, I don't know, 50 years ago, you get married and you know, you became the bride's father's quote-unquote son. I don't know, it's just weird, and again, it's a weird translation. They could have said father-in-law, they could have said Edward's fiance's father, something like that. I don't like it. Anyway, I'm going to try not to keep critiquing the translation here. My daughter loved him, even sacrificing her own life. I see. I'm a karate master of Fabul. I'm the Mysidian genius, Paladin. Please do not mind him. I am his twin sister, Porum. You heard us, man. No, he didn't. We set him on fire. Stop it, Paladin. I am ashamed. Anyway, we must rescue Sid. You know who'd be a good candidate for Paladin, now that I'm thinking about it? Yang. Especially for what he does later on, but we'll get there. But it won't be easy to sneak into the Castle Baron. What is this? The Key of Baron. Yeah, with this key, we can make it. Received, Baron key. Key Baron. So confusing as well that the kingdom is named Baron. It'd be like, you know, if your kingdom was named Empire, you know, same kind of weirdness going on there. The kingdom of Empire. The kingdom of Duchy. Anyway. Okay, so does anyone say anything else? I would like some gratitude for kicking those soldiers out. No, they're not acting terrible. They are, in fact, gone thanks to me. Alright, we got all that information already. So let's get out of here. There's one other thing that we need to do that I think we can do right now. First of all, before we get too far ahead of ourselves, let's check Yang's equipment. He apparently lost everything when he went overboard. I completely, again, I forgot to de-equip him. So, darn. But what we can do is, I believe the weapon and armor store up here are open now. No? Can we use this? Okay. Weapon shop. Hey, get back. Dude, there's a customer. Don't go in the back when I'm standing right here. Okay, so we got a lot of good stuff in here. I'm trying to think. Do we have the Fire Claw at least? Hang on. We do have the Fire Claw. Okay. So let's buy first of all, the Thunder Rod. We can afford 2, so let's get 2. And let's get the Ice Claw and the Thunder Claw. And then we're going to come over here. And, ooh, headband. Karate. Apparently everyone can use the karate uniform. Here's my guess. Keep in mind that our wizards right now are equipped with the Gaia stuff. I'm guessing that is somehow beneficial for their magic usage. I'm guessing the karate uniform is somehow beneficial for physical attack, as well as the headband. So I'm going to get 1 headband, 1 karate uniform. Yikes, that's expensive. And I think we're good with the rings, because Yang can't use the silver ring anyway. And probably should have done this first, but let's just check the burns over here. Nothing. Okay. So let's get equipped. Nothing new for Porum. She's already got the Cure Rod. Nothing new for Cecil. Palom. No, see, I think I commented last time that he's left-handed, which I thought was kind of fun. He gets a Thunder Rod. It doesn't say it, but when it hits, it has lightning properties. So anything that it hits, yeah, it doesn't say it in this game, will take lightning damage, which will be good for where we're going. In Final Fantasy 3/6, they have a menu at the top that tells you like what everything does, which is really handy. Okay, we're going to use Thunder and Fire because of where we're going. And he's going to get the headband. Yeah, the headband increases physical attack, and I'll bet you karate uniform does too. No, it doesn't. Interesting. Boosts his defense by 3 and magic by 1. And then for arms, we're going to give him the Iron Ring, because that's more physical defense kind of thing, whereas the Silver Ring is more magic defense stuff. Let's go down here and sort that nonsense. And look at that, we got a lot more room all of a sudden. Oh, Tellah. Right. Nope, wrong button. Tell you, I've been doing this for a month now, and I still don't know what I'm doing, apparently. Alright, he had that staff. Let's get rid of that. It's old stuff now. Okay, so our guys are kitted out. Brand new gear. Let's save. And then we will go underneath the streets here and into the Castle Baron. You know, before we do, let's try just walking in through the front gate. What are you? Do you classify as human? Negative. I'm a Paladin popsicle. Sorry. Alright, what are we doing here? We are going in the underworks of the town and the castle here. Locked? Not for long. Now the reason I wanted to save out there is I think this is the place. Yeah. If memory serves, this is like the Avenger or something, and it might be guarded by a monster. Nope. Apparently I am way off. Is there... If it's not here, where is it? I remember... It's somewhere else in the game. Oh well, moving on. So we're in the old waterway here, not to be confused with the water we passed from earlier, because obviously the tile set is the same as well as the music. And again, I love this music. Like, Uematsu Nobuo does top level music in the video game world. I put him up there with the Xenogears and Xenosaga 1 composer, the guy who did Chrono Cross, Mitsuda, wait, Yasunori Mitsuda, is it? Can't remember his name off the top of my head. Yasunori Mitsuda, right? Mitsuda. This is really embarrassing. Yasunori. Yeah, Mitsuda Yasunori. Alright. I can tell I've had a heck of a week. Anyway. Here we are in the underground pass here. So I did have a heck of a week. Not that anyone cares, but the big news is that I got my first dose of the vaccine. And I didn't have too many side effects, except that I suffered severe exhaustion. It was basically laid up for 2 days, just sleeping 16 hours a day. It was nuts. So I'm not all here, but I'm trying to be. Now, what are we fighting here? We're fighting a bunch of fish. And they can't hit us, which is good. So fish, I think, don't like lightning, so we're going to hit them with that. I'm also doing a test here with Porum. I want her to hit an enemy and see if it heals them or hurts them. Bam! Palom. My dude. Cecil is still going to gain levels like a madman because, again, he did start over. You can see he's level 11, whereas everyone else is at least 20. Aqua worm. I would never go swimming again if I saw that. Oh my god. Okay, that's gotta be stopped. Oops. Controller's a little sluggish, like not much, but you can tell, and I think I only targeted the worm with that lightning spell. Annoying. Which means that Tellah here is going to have to do the cleanup. Oh, no, we did get everything. Nice. That's interesting. It hardly did any damage there. I wonder if the damage that wave attack does is dependent upon its HP. Cure 2s are good. Ethers, always welcome. Life, always good to get one of those. I think there's alligators down here, which, if I remember right, is the real danger of being down here. Alligators in this game, for whatever reason, or crocodiles, I don't know the difference. They can attack you twice, and that's not good. Wow. See that? Look at Yang go. I think that's probably that thunder claw that he has on. Everything in here is weak to lightning, so that helps. Cecil gaining levels. Oh my goodness. I think I remember that about this place. For whatever reason, it seems like you get into so many fights. And just to give her something to do. She's got plenty of MP thanks to our time that we spent leveling. Wow, okay, that I think our guys are just much more powerful than I think they are. I'm used to this stuff taking a while, but I think because we did a lot of extra leveling, we're just flying through this. I could probably just have them all attack and it wouldn't... Oop. Okay, so I can go around up here, or... look at that. Which way are we supposed to go, do you think? Let's try down here first. Oh, I thought that led into the water, but it doesn't. Now we go in the water. Okay, so we're gonna want to explore everything here. Let's go down first. Let's see that treasure chest sitting there. Nice. Money is always good. Oof. Crocodiles. Okay, and attacked from behind. That is bad. Yep, that is bad. Time now, come on. I believe they are weak to ice because they are reptiles. So we're gonna go on that assumption for this first volley here and see what happens. Jeez, oh man. And if the ice doesn't work, we'll have Tellah blast them with the lightning. Yep, good. I love it when I'm right. It happens so infrequently. It's always a surprise. Alright, so we came from up there, we're going down here. These guys again, but that's okay. We know how to deal with them. Not that, this matters. I could have had them defend instead. So whoever gets it first, Paladin or Tellah, is gonna send them back to the Ice Age. Just doing my due diligence here, making sure that everyone's got something to do. Horn's really quick with the healing spells. That's nice. Anytime, Paladin. Come on, man. Guess we got him used to setting things on fire and zapping stuff. He's not as quick with the ice spells. There you go, Cecil. Another level. And here we go. Caves. Alright. That's my #1 target. Let's kick everything. I do remember in this game using magic, I think, a lot more than I would in later Final Fantasies. Because I feel like in later Final Fantasies, I always wanted to conserve it more, like it was a more sparse resource, at least in some games. But in this game, like, it's so integral to what you're doing here. Like, it's... Oh. Apparently everything is... lightning heals these kinds of fish. Because they're called electric fish, and I should have read that and realized that. Oh, goody. Kick him, Yang. Let's see if this does it. Kind of. Let's see. I don't. You know what? We're gonna block with him. I think we're gonna let Yang and Cecil take care of the rest of this. You do this just in case. Yeah, we're doing real well. We are starting to run a bit low on magic though, which is what made me think of that. And hopefully we get a save spot soon. Oh, good. Great. Fantastic and wonderful. Come on. I have no idea what these guys are weak to. Oh, apparently they're weak to Yang. Okay. Let's see if we can get a little farther now without being rudely interrupted again. What do you think? Up or right? I'm thinking up. I think right's the way to go. Nice. Oh. What was that item in... Is it FF6 where it, like, keeps you from being attacked? What is that thing called? I cannot remember. Okay, we're gonna use ice on these guys. Moogle Charm. I think that's what it was. I think the Moogle Charm in FF6 is the one that just makes you invisible to random enemies. Yeah, I think that wave attack gets weaker the less HP that ugly fish worm has. Eel, I guess. Although eels aren't really worms, are they? It's got a lot of health. Nice. Nice. Very good. Alright. Okay, so this... Unbelievable. Well, we can console ourselves in the knowledge that at least this is worth experience. So it's not all a waste. It's just frustrating, that's all. Ooh, not good. Not good at all. Ooh, and he is like out of magic. And she's still got a ton though. The nice thing about Cecil being a paladin is he will automatically protect her, like that. He just did it right there. He will auto-protect her from damage. Okay, so apparently Ice 1 is enough to kill these guys, so that's what we're going to use. conserve our MP here until we can get to that save point. Yeah, this I think is... Okay, yeah, that's back to the beginning. So now we just gotta go back, down, and around, and up, and we are done with this floor. Alright, I got nothing for him to do. I guess hit this thing, if you can. You can heal everybody. You can also try and hit this thing. Wow, Yang. Nice. Okay. So now we know that Yang can pretty much kill those things in one hit. I should have realized that sooner. Interesting that Palam's Thunder Rod didn't heal that fish. Yeah, we're gonna take this fight slow. Just make sure everything's good. Oh, jeez, it's because he's got that Thunder Claw on. I don't know if I've got the patience to take this slow. Okay, fine. I do like this where you just hold down the A button and they just, you know, it inputs the information so quickly that it just flashes on the screen for a minute. And then the menu is gone. Okay, finally. Getting a ton of gold from this stuff, though. Wow, even Tellah gained a... Wow, Yang also. Nice. I think Tellah has the highest level out of all of them, so that's extra surprising that he gained one. Interestingly enough, he does not gain MP when he gains a level. Like most other characters will gain magic points, max magic points, but not him. Because he is slated to be the old guy. That is his role. Because there's something very important that happens later on that is intimately tied to his lack of 99 MP. Let's see who can do more damage. Palam with 684. Tellah with 480. Wow, so Palam not only has more magic points, but he's also stronger than Tellah, which I do not like. I'd be fine with them limiting Tellah to 90 magic points if he was stronger than Palam, but he's not. I don't like that. I think he should be stronger. Oh, goodness. Alligators? Yo, whoa. Alright, we got a whole sampler. Okay, so he's got nothing left. Oops. Tellah. Let's do that and see what happens. Cecil will attack this thing. Yang will attack the Hydra. Or not. Good job, Tellah. Wow, okay, so Cecil now has learned Cure 2. I don't know if we talked about that last week, When Cecil became a paladin, he started having the ability to use white magic, which does come in handy later on in the game. Like if you need to heal up your guys outside of battle, a lot of times it's better to just burn through Cecil's MP first before your primary healer's MP. Anything lightning for these guys? Let's try that. I think lightning's the way to go on those hydras. Could be wrong, but we'll see. That'll do. Oh, no. Do not turn me into a pig. Another ether. How many ethers do we have? 13. That's pretty darn good. I could use one if I really needed to, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be a save point up here. Yep, I think it's right here. Oh, okay. So see that big hole in the wall? To the right? Maybe that's where we get the Avenger? Wish I could remember. It's just that it's been like probably 15 years since I played this last. Well, except for that time that I played it like a couple years ago, but I really don't remember anything about it from that point in time. What is in this chest? This is the one with the monster in it. No, okay. Ancient sword. Let's see. So he's currently 4733. 4233. I wonder what the purpose of that is. Like, why put a sword here that's weaker than the one that he has? And you know what? We're going to use the magic of the internet to look it up. FF4 Avenger. Avenger. Weapon. The Avenger is a sword first found in the Sylph Cave. We are definitely not in the Sylph Cave. Oh, sorry, I'm looking for Avenger. I'm stuck. My brain's stuck on Avenger. This is the Ancient. Man, I told you guys, like, my brain is not all here today. Ancient, man. Here we go. It inflicts curse on strike. Let's see here. Final Fantasy IV, sword that sometimes curses enemy. The Ancient Sword is a low-ranked sword for Kain and Cecil. It inflicts curse on strike and only has an attack power of 35 and an accuracy of 27. The weapon is metallic, which will matter later on in the game. It also deals more damage against ghoul types and can only be found in the Ancient Waterway. Honestly, I don't get it. Like, clearly at this point in the game, you have the Legend Sword. Why would you need the Ancient Sword? I don't get it. That's okay. Maybe I don't have to. We're just going to save again and move on with our lives. Honestly, that may be a good place to stop for the night, seeing as how it is 9:30. So, yeah, let's do that. I can always go back in there and save in a moment. So, unfortunately, because the length of this particular dungeon, and yeah, it doesn't seem like we did a whole lot. But you have to remember, like, we came back to Mysidia, we talked to the Elder there, we came through the Serpent Trench, we got Yang back into the party, and we found a way into Baron, sneaking through this old watery pass. So that's quite a bit, actually. And because our time is up for the night, I think we should call it here. So I will save here, and then that means on Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, we will continue on up into Baron Castle. We will confront the, what is he? Bagan or Baigan, or whatever his name is. We'll confront the king and see what's up with him. And we will hopefully rescue Sid, if he's still alive and imprisoned in the castle. And who knows what happens from there. But a lot of stuff going on. It's just that most of this today was a slog. It had to happen. And so we got through it. So that means on Sunday, things will be much more exciting, because I can tell you there will be 2 boss battles and perhaps a flying machine as well. So thank you very much for joining me. Even though I was really absent-minded tonight, thank you very much for tuning in, and I will see you on Sunday at 8:30.